very interesting and very significant Bible quotes to do with the terror in Israel. Now, really, what you say here is what Dr. Mordechai Kedar says. He said it while in Hebrew, but I translated it to English. It says, Lo HaKibush, Lo HaAvtala. Now, this is what is verse in English. This is neither the occupation, nor unemployment, nor existential despair. The attack that took place in Jerusalem, speak about before, but today was the same thing. Like any act of terrorism, hostility, and war in the history of the country is another link in the continuum of the jihad war, which has been going on 400 years. This is Dr. Kedar, very famous. He lectures. This is what he says, and this is what is the truth. Now, this table that you are going to see, very significant, very highly statistic. So we see with your mind, open your mind, try to look properly, you can see that the appearance of verse here, minimal good meeting, which is according to Dr. Alexander Rothenberg, scientist who came from Russia, met Professor Reeves, who came also from Russia. He showed him the phenomenon of the code. He checked them and said, definitely clear proof from heaven. Definitely, we know that the codes are already with us 800 years ago. Bachya, which is the secret of the birth of the moon, Bible full of 42 letters from the beginning of Genesis. Everything one can see in the side that Professor Aralik had, Torah code.us, where he brings the birth of the moon, and it comes out in Bible code, and the difference between what the NASA now knows and what Jews knew for 100 years is there, I think, even a split second. One can see everything. But, the Bible code, the Vilna Gaon says, is a famous Kabbalah, Moshe Kodeber, others, Abu Lafia. This is really one of the ways that the Torah is learned, secrets of the Torah is there. So what you see here is unbelievable, because you can see, if you really open your mind, not always people are doing it, but you will see what appears here. The first thing, in fact, I ask, there is a solution to the terror. No, look, אין פתרון לטרור. Clearly the Torah says, no solution to the terror. Now, what is interesting, once in the Torah, אין פתרון, no solution. And why? Amazingly, the first thing, because the root and the source of the terror is Islam. Minimal in the Old Torah, Islam. Every 2 letters, unbelievable. Only once more you have. So Islam, minimal in the Torah, right, together with the word אין פתרון, no solution. Why? Because according to the Islam, Arabs are not allowed to give 1 inch from Israel, which the things belong to them. And Yemen is liable of death if Arabs gives it. No. So how can you make a peace with such a nation, Islamic? And today, the terror of today clearly came from a lecture on the Islam, right, in Jerusalem. He murdered someone and wounded others. And if not that he was killed immediately, who knows how many more he could kill? He had a revolver. So whatever it is, you have here clearly no solution to the terror. Couldn't come in one word, but parallel also. Professor Rips and Dr. Rothenberg very much pay attention to parallel also for being coincidence. So no solution and pitaron to the terror. Why? Islam, Arabs, clearly. And who are those who are doing it, fighting? Fatah yeah, the Fatah, and the Hamas. Again, this meeting of Fatah and Hamas with the sharing letter of Chet is the minimal in the Old Torah, best meeting. So you have best meeting, you have minimal Islam, you have parallel. Okay, this itself already definitely makes the table very significant. As you see in the end, as statistic is 1 to millions, it even can be more. But according to Dr. Rottenberg, really better statistic is when it is minimal, as you have here. Best meeting, as you have here, Islam, no solution. Here you have Amalekite, not so straight, but Amalekite, yeah, Amalek, yeah, these are the nation want to wipe out Israel, all over Israel. Germans, all of them, yeah, up to today, Iran. Amalek already was in the time of the desert when Jews came out from Egypt. Amalek came to attack them, to fight with them. Now everybody tell us why? Because the Jews, there's already the Shabbos. As the Torah clearly tells us the story, Jews desecrated the Shabbos, but Amalek came immediately. So clear connection that Amalekite is a people, nation, to want to wipe out Israel. In Hebrew, the meaning of the word Amalek, black, nation who want to lick the Jewish blood like a dog. And this is what you have today. All this terror basically is Amalek. Now, who is really the source of this terror? Unbelievable. Iran, in black, Iran, you see, and parallel to no solution, parallel to the terror. And parallel very significant. So clearly telling us the table, the answer to the question, why is no solution to the terror? Because the root is Islam. Arabs, and they believe that according to the Islam, Israel belongs to them. Yeah? And Israelis are conquerors. And there are some leftists who agree with them. People not knowing the Torah, they're small people. But this is what you see here. But there is a good sign here. The good sign, in between, you have the Messiah, Mashiach, very small skip. Because he will come from these troubles, from these terrible situations. Jews will be in, or they are in, Messiah will come. Why? Because Jews will have to repent, to keep the Torah, which is fire. You know, Torah, Esh Torah is the same skip, the smallest skip in the Torah. Torah Esh, yeah? Because the Torah is fire, which can burn all the enemies of Israel, right? Unbelievable. And this is the answer. Yeah? You want to solve your problem? Politics will not help. You can give everything to the Arabs, they will not be satisfied. But what we should do is Torah. Torah is like fire burns, phones, and everything can burn all those enemies of Israel. And especially the Amalekite, the Iran. Interesting that you have here, you cannot see the whole words, but part of it is the angel of the Amalekite. He's called Assam Kel. See? Yeah. So you don't have the Lamed because it is down there, but it's Sam Kel, and the meaning of this word is Sam Kel, you want to blind out God. Because this is a power which tries to show no God in the world, no divine providence. Everything is happenings, occurrences, nothing, no divine providence. So that means these are the leftists. The leftists in Hebrew, small is like Samael. People who don't live in the Sabbath, don't live in spiritual values, Torah and so on, only in materialism. Yeah? So this is really the evil angel which comes here, as Samael. You have the Aleph, but the Lamed is down there. This is the leftist, the small, the most dangerous. Yeah, that we have today, such kind of event in Israel. Heresy, no? They are against the Torah, against the Shabbos. So this is already the opening for the trouble from the terror. You saw today more and more, happen today more cases that they did the terrorists, yeah? And who knows if they can do more. Don't forget there are 150,000 missiles in the north of Israel. There are rockets in the south. There are terrorists in the middle. No. Imagine that this Harisi will decide to shoot all the 150. So it's no Israel in a few minutes. Exactly like Hafez Chaim Zibil Gaon says that if Chas v'Shalom, a third war will break out, so Israel will be finished in a few minutes. This is what he said, yeah. Or it will last few minutes, in fact. This is the exact saying. It will last few minutes. No, Zedam the Chafetz Chaim 80 years ago, no, it's not going more. Never knew about that. They knew, because they said clearly, it is known, they say clearly, if it will be World War III, it's a matter of minutes. So, as I said, clear proof from the Torah that is no politician, no politic solution to the terror, because the roots of the terror is Islam, Arab, and the evil forces belong to Amalekites in Iran. And therefore, the solution is Esh Torah, Torah Esh. Learn Torah, fulfill the Torah, the Shabbos, but this is a fire will consume all your enemies. All your enemies will be consumed, and peace, tranquility, happiness, and joy will prevail in Israel and in the whole world. Definitely, of the Gentile will keep the 7 laws of Noah, which they don't keep now. Yeah, the most severe one is abortion and homosexuality, which Biden and Obama allowed. So, interesting and significant. As I said, statistically, is under about 1-2 million. We have all this coming together, especially meetings of the right version, minimal. According to Dr. Rottenberg, this is better statistic. When you have minimal, right, Islam, and best meeting, Hamas and this, you have best meeting of no solution because of the Islam, minimal fire of Torah. Torah is fire, better to say, is a head expression, Torah fire. And parallel, which is also very significant. So, who knows, people today, unfortunately, the Satan is very strong. You can see the truth with their eyes, but they will not move for what really they wants to do. This is the situation. The Satan is very, very strong. He feels that his end is coming, especially this year. So he's doing everything to stop people from keeping Torah mitzvot, praying, and all these things. So interesting, significant table for our time, and for this day, what happened today, right in Islamic lectures, the whole city, gets money, salary from Israel, murdered young boy, which I know, grandfather, I made a YouTube for this. And lucky Israel was that immediately some people were there, shot him and killed him, because if he had a revolver, he could kill more and more. Great miracle. So interesting and important, significant table for our time.